Hey guys, so today I just thought to, can't even speak today. I thought I would make another, my story video because, I've had a lot more that has happened since my last video and things I remembered after I finished the video and uploaded it that I forgot to add in. So, I'm just gonna jump right in, I guess. I'm going to start from the beginning because some people might have not seen my other videos. So let's get started, I guess. First thing is, I guess, before I was even born, that I can remember anything of before I was even born, my birth parents were doing drugs, smoking ecstasy. I think they were doing alcohol, drinking, stuff like that. And then I was born. My birth mother and father weren't really there for me um, as much as they could have been. And so I was put up for adoption at age 1. And I was adopted officially on May 8th of 2001. I was 1 years old, but I say I'm 2 because it was the day before my birthday, so I was pretty much like 2, I guess. So, yeah, I was put up for adoption. I was born in Florida, and I was put up for adoption, and I was brought here to New York. And I had a very good life when I was a little child. I was very defiant, wouldn't listen. There was one part I remember doing this too. My parents spent a whole day with my sister cleaning up my room when I was like 3 or 4 maybe. And we were living in an apartment building, and they went out and sat down in the living room. And I was in my crib because I think I was like 3, so I was still really small in my crib. And I saw baby powder. So I grabbed the baby powder and just all over the room. And it was like white was everywhere, full of baby powder. And it was such a mess. I got in such trouble. I came out of my room with the baby powder bottle in my hand, and I walked out into the living room. I was covered in baby powder, and my parents were like, "What did you do?" And they were so angry. But yeah, so that happened. So I guess my parents have always treated me well. They punished me when I needed to, and I see that and everything like that. They weren't too hard on me, but they weren't like, oh, I just gonna let everything go. Like I don't care about her. They were there, always there for me. Um, so let's go up to age 13. Age 13, I started questioning like my sexuality and trying to really figure out who I was and stuff like that. And I discovered then I'm like bi-curious, I guess. And yeah, so I mean, I honestly go towards guys a lot more, so don't like be freaked out or anything. So yeah, that happened. I really still don't know. I honestly look at guys a lot more. I mean, like, I think I'm straight, but I'm not positive. And yeah, so now let's go and skip forward a little bit to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving of 2014. A few days before I started cutting, and I still have scars up here, I believe, and some up here, stuff you can't really see in black and white. I have some on my wrist and my thigh. And so I started cutting because I was very depressed, thinking nobody cared about me. Mainly because I've been bullied since kindergarten. And everyone said high school's going to be better. Everyone's going to forget about the past and all this other stuff. So, I thought, oh yeah, it's going to be better. I'm going to be so much happier, and now I get to high school and um, it gets worse. And so yeah, so then January 8th, I tried to commit suicide, and I was put into Four Winds Hospital for 2.5 weeks because I was very suicidal and I was still cutting, and I finally got released. I'm getting the help that I need now, and I guess people don't really realize how much of an impact they've had on my life because of those people. I've been so depressed. I was just diagnosed with major depression. And then, let's see, what else am I trying to leave it out? Oh, the reason that I just snapped was because I got into this fight with this guy named Jacob after a club that I go to called Allies. And he started yelling in my face and just being very rude to me, and I was sticking up for my friend who was very suicidal and was also cutting and everything like that. And I went up to this girl Elizabeth and I was like, what gives you the right to tell my friend that she's faking everything? I was being very nice, wasn't being rude. And this guy Jacob just jumps right in front of her and starts yelling in my face. He was like literally right here in my face, yelling at me and screaming at me, saying, what right do you have that you can do things like that? And I was like, whoa, I'm not being rude or anything. And he was yelling at me, calling me bitch and slut and whore and all these things. And then my friend joins in to help me, and he just started going all out and everything. Security actually had to come and get him because we were going to get into a fight. And then there's this other person, I'm not going to mention names because I'm actually kind of afraid of her, to be honest. She wants to fight me. I don't know if she still does, but there was a point because I was getting too close to her boyfriend, and everything like that. But I was just being friendly with him. To be honest, I don't like him in that way. He's a nice kid, and I know he doesn't like me. But whatever there. Let's see. Oh, back to the whole Jacob thing. I walked out crying, and everyone was being like, why is she crying? She has no right to do that. There were a few people that were comforting me and stuff, but just people, I hate people so much. It's horrible, and I'm actually afraid to go back to school. I'm going to a special school right now called IDT, and it's just helping me catch up on my schoolwork and stuff like that. But to be honest, I'm afraid to go back because of what those people are going to say to me again. And I'm hoping by posting this video, those people will see what I've gone through and kind of back off a little. And also to share with you guys, I am a little happier now. It does kind of get better as you just look at the positive side. Just keep your head held high, and I know you guys can make it through it. So if you're thinking about killing yourself, don't, please don't do it. Because I'm glad that by taking the pills that I took, it did not kill me. Because I see now the people that love me and care about me. And one main reason I didn't continue to take pills, I only took 5, was because of this kid, Jordan. I can't thank him enough. He's always been there for me, and I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I love him to death. If anything happened to him, I would be so devastated. And I know that he's always there for me, and I'm always going to be there for him. And the thing that kept playing over and over in my mind was one day he texted me when I was really upset. He's like, you're the most perfect girl, and nothing can ever change that, and you gotta stay strong. And he's been there for me, and I cannot thank him enough. because I don't know where I would be or what I would do here without him in my life. Because he's the most important person in my life. And sorry. I can't imagine anything or know what I would do here without him. You know, it's just amazing how one person in your life can make all the difference. And he's the reason why I've kept strong and why I haven't tried to go back and do the same thing again. Because of him, I'm here today. If it wasn't because of him, I don't know what I would do. Sorry. It's every time I think of him, like even if I'm like in the most depressed mood, if I just think of him and that thing that he said to me that day, I smile. Because of him, I'm here today, and I don't know what I would do. I just want to say thank you to him. If you watch this, Jordan, thank you. It's hard to say it to your face or to even like text it to you because it's hard. And I would also like to give a big apology to my mom, my dad, and my sister, and all the people that were there for me when they found out that I tried to kill myself. I'm sorry for the pain and the suffering that I've put you through. I'm sorry. Love you guys. And just, like I said before, if you're planning to kill yourself, please don't do it. You might not have the person like me that I have, Jordan, you might not have that special person. But just look at the positive things. I know it might be hard right now, but I know there are good things in your life. If you ever need to talk, I am here for you. Even if I don't know you, I know that you will do great things in this world. That I love you, okay? Please, you guys gotta stay strong for me. I may not know, but I think about the people that are hurting and the people that have walked in my shoes every night. And I pray for you guys. I pray that you have the strength and the courage to continue. Just trust me, it will get better. Trust me, you have to trust me on this. Please. Well, on that note, peace, guys. Love you.